University. I will tell you, he is one of the most stylish men in this crowd right now. Jarrett Browning.
Come on, Jarrett.
Beautiful. This is absolutely humbling. It's amazing. What I felt today is exactly what I felt 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago when I walked on Parker's campus. And it was that absolute love and support of bringing fellow chiropractors into the profession. And it just took me back to that moment whenever I decided that I knew this was the right place for me. And over the course of that journey, I've learned to live the principles, but I've also gone back and forth on my thinking of, what is it that these people come to do? What is it these people come to do to become chiropractors? And I want to start, my talk is living present time, and that's something that Dr. Jim Parker always talked about, is living in the present moment. It's something that Lance alluded to earlier, is being here, being now, in the present time is actually taking responsibility and living the self-care for you and opening up so that you can speak to others. And then observing the abundance within. I love that what Lance talked about, his ability to realize the abundance is that he didn't necessarily need that kidney. He was able to give it up so that his friend could then recognize and realize his abundance within and his abundance that's all around him, because we're everlasting abundance. So I'm going to start with a story here. That may resonate with some, may not resonate with all, but it comes from the Book of Green, Answers. It starts like this. One up, other down, why? As one who has seen thousands of chiros come, enter school, graduate, enter practice, and succeed or fail, let us state some observations. Given two students, matriculating same time, attending same classes, listening to same instructors, graduating same day, one fails and other succeeds. Where is the difference? Other things being equal. It must be what two different men get out of it, what two different men put into it, or different each man pulls out from himself. All professions have failures: ministry, law, medicine, engineering, teaching, dentistry, podiatry, osteopathy, chiropractic. No profession has 100% successes or 100% failures. Average of success or failure is no different or greater in one over another. It isn't the profession that fails, it's the one who professes to follow that profession. It is true that some professions possess more elements of successful objectives than others, such as medicine versus chiropractic. Some students think that by going to school, sitting in classrooms, reading words in books, memorizing words, sentences, paragraphs, rattling off answers to quizzes, writing exams, squeezing through state board, opening an office, hanging diploma on the wall, buying shortcut courses here and there, hanging a sign on the door, soon multitudes will flock to their office, stampede inside, force them to take their money, bank it daily, and soon they can retire. Rich men with fame and fortune, the fruit of their idleness. None of this is true. Does this resonate with anybody? Do you feel this ever? I think I feel it sometimes at Parker that, there's other classmates that may not be putting in or giving out exactly what we do. And the true statement that follows is, get the idea and all else follows. That's something that BJ always talks about. Because he states here that we've seen thousands come here, sit in classrooms hour after hour, day after day, month after month, and never get a particle of any constructive idea of what chiropractic is. And what I realized is, it was such a unique experience being here on campus to know the light that we actually are bringing from Parker here. Because sometimes I feel like this is the thing that happens on campuses like Parker, and there are students just walking around. Maybe the same thing happens at Life, but I just felt some of this vibrance here. And unfortunately right now, Parker's going through a little bit of contraction, and we don't have a leader right now, and we're ready to do another expansion and bring back the vitalism. But what I'm asking for from everybody here is just to offer that help. Offer the help to us and continue to see the abundance like Lance saw his friend Blake, the abundance from within, so that he could then go and do something else. Because we don't need another failed chiropractic school, because what the profession needs is more of us here every single day, professing what is right from the inside out and allowing them to express it fully and unimpeded.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to become present time? The first thing is understanding your why. And the why really sets the coordinates for how you're going to live the rest of your life. By a show of hands, how many of you have a purpose statement? A lot of hands going up in the room. Some may not have raised their hands. But this is what I think differentiates what BJ was talking about and the people that come and sit in the class versus the people that are getting out and expressing from within. And it's that purpose statement of why you are. It's plugging the GPS coordinates to allow you to move through your life and get to the point that you need to be, so that you can meet the people and gather the information and then express from inside out. And defining what you should be doing. And what you should be doing is not, that I have to study for another exam so I could pass a test, so I could become a licensed DC, so I could then get going. It's doing exactly what we're doing here. And that's having a vision to think that even though we're students, we still have a huge vision and a huge voice. This is opening your fifth chakra level, allowing you to branch out, because so many of us feel closed down, like we're just having to sit in the room and gather, and gather, and gather, and then we walk across that stage, then the time comes on for us to step up. And I'm so honored that Brett actually asked us to come out, because it was the first time I met him at the CCE stakeholders meeting, and that was a scary experience, because we were stepping into a room where there's people that dictate what we're going to be doing in the future of chiropractic. And they could think that we're just little innocent ticks, I guess, trying to suck from their schools, and then they could just feed in whatever they want to us. But it was really us as a collective, just like we are here, a summit of future leaders, leaders that are presently right now, that we're wanting to make a shift and make something happen. And that's exactly what I feel from this event here, is that shift is happening. We've already heard from two amazing speakers who are letting this throat chakra come off and just unleash, so that we can develop and then have this profession thrive for the future to come. And just always coming back and rooting in your principle. That was a thing that also I took away from this, just being here at Life West, is the principles all around. The 33 principles is that, who can help me recite the first one? There use a universal intelligence in all matter, and it continually gives to it all its properties and actions, thus their being and existence. And that's exactly where we can come from in every step that we take, every walk. I mean, this evidence-based information that CCE is wanting us to take in is all around us. But if we can just step back and root in the principle, what they're asking us to study actually makes sense, and it makes logical sense in a chiropractic vitalistic paradigm. So I'll just show you a few books, like Netter's Atlas of Human Anatomy, Medical Physiology, Pathological Diseases, Yoga and Row. Innate intelligence, universal intelligence is within these books. It's the mindset that we wrap our heads around. Are we shunning it, or are we accepting it as the spiritual text for what we're actually being taught in school? And I have 1 minute, and it just really humbles me that I'm here and that we're able to just share the light tonight. And as BJ said, it's better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. And that's exactly what I was bringing on earlier, is that, we could curse what's going on or develop what's right inside of us and allow that throat chakra to come off, and just to be able to speak exactly what we're about and how our profession is developing and growing and how we're going to thrive. And the founder of my school, Dr. Jim Parker, took this one step forward and he said, I see you. Candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Sharing helps all reciprocate equally. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for allowing the students to share from the abundance. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Life West, for honoring us here today. I look forward to everybody just rising up and stepping into the future.